This is my black thumb garden. Why do I call it a black thumb garden? Because I put kitchen scrap inside the dirt, and I do it along this wall all the way down. And as you can see, I have plants growing. These plants are the result of what I plant from my kitchen. These are avocado trees. I eat a lot of avocados, and I just take all my kitchen scrap, peeling, seed, everything, and just dig a hole and put it in. And I always make sure that I put it right along that wall, that fence. This is a tree that a student gave me, and I planted that, and it keeps growing. And this is an olive tree, and it's growing fine. All of these plants didn't grow well when I had them next to my smart meter. But once the smart meter was removed and I was planting the kitchen scraps, lo and behold, I now have a garden. The soil is where it grows, and whenever I take one of these plants because they're growing too close to each other, this is what happens to them. They die. Yep, they die. So I can't move any of the plants, because if I move the plants, it doesn't like the soil anymore, and it dies. That's ginger there. Can you see the ginger plant? Along with my periwinkle. And the ginger plant is just a piece of ginger that I didn't use, and it was in the scraps, and it got planted, and there she grows. How about that? So you too can have a nice black thumb garden, and if nothing grows, it's quite fine, because it's making the soil richer by decomposing in the soil. That tomato plant that I showed you, it had 2 blossoms on it, which means I'm going to get 2 more tomatoes. It's already given me 4 tomatoes, and they were delicious. I like the Roma tomatoes. They're small, grown in my soil. This is another black thumb plant, and it looks like squash. And you can tell from all the blooms that I'm going to have quite a harvest of squash. Oh my, oh my. There's a squash plant growing. Can you see the little baby in there? I hope they grow all right. And then I just take them. Can you see what I do with him? I just take him and I put him here just to make sure that he stays on the grate. And there's a avocado plant to the right and an avocado plant to the left. And I put a shovel of kitchen scraps in between them, and to my shock, I have a nice zucchini plant. That's about all it could be, because that's about the only squash that I eat is zucchini. And here we go. There's some more avocado trees. And here is a tomato plant growing. And then I put this little fancy thingy here. And it grows. And there's another avocado. And there's another tomato plant. Seems like tomatoes I can grow, and avocado plants I can grow, and this squash, and that's about the only 3 plants that I have growing in my black thumb garden. Now this avocado tree needs to be cut. It's just a little bit large, and I don't want it to go any larger than this stone wall. And another avocado. And this is another tomato plant. Yummy. Oh, and to my surprise, there's another avocado plant. And it just goes right along the side of this fence. I've also got it along the back side of the fence. And I've been putting potato peelings and all the rest of my scraps. And nothing's come up yet, but I only started that a couple of months ago. What you see here is 3 years since I've not had the smart meter. And during those 3 years, I keep planting the kitchen scraps, and this is now my garden Well, actually it's not 3 years. It'll be 3 years July that I lost the meter. And so it's 2.5 years of the black thumb gardening has been taking place. I hope you're inspired to plant your kitchen scrap. It will make your soil much better. Oh my goodness. And there is another tomato plant. And he is falling on the ground. I'm going to have to get him up off of the ground. And there's another one too. Okay, how's that? I picked him up and put him on there and made him just come out there like that. And now he should be off the ground and he'll grow a little bit better. We'll see. I'll let you see it later. I hope this inspires you. This is what an analog meter looks like. If you have one of these at your house, I suggest that you do what I did, and that is to padlock it. Can you see what it is? Very valuable. I rejected the smart meter flashes, and I rejected it because it gave me health problems. You can go to my website to see some movies, deathbyelectricmeter.com, and there are 4 movies to watch, and you decide for yourself.